Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the first live with our new technology. So let me know if you can see, if you can hear, if everything sounds good. I see comments in the chat. And so it looks to me like we are a go. And it's just wonderful to have you all here. I see Virginia, I see Christopher, I see Miss Udalali, I see Gigi, I see Wendell Sows, and I'm sure that we have other folks out there, both lurkers and subscribers to the channel. And welcome. If you want to chat on our lives in the future and you're not able to tonight, it's because you do have to subscribe 2 hours in advance. And that's because we are doing a live sale at the end. And so we will be, we do that so that we don't have any trolls come in. So do subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and that way you'll be able to chat with us in the future. Sounds and looks good. That's great to hear. And let's see here. Anita Miller, hello. Nice to see you. We have people who are coming in because we have a special guest tonight, and we're streaming to a couple of her channels as well. And I see that note, Edison Kelly. Please put that note on because we'll be bringing her in a little bit, and she'll need to see that, but she's not here to see it yet. Timmy is here. Hello, Joanne. That's great to see you too. And I'm glad that it looks and sounds good. We're going to have some fun tonight. We've got a lot of fun coming up. So we are going to be talking about our upcoming live events and things where you folks, if you're anywhere near the areas that we're going to be, you can come and join us for appraisal fairs, shows, our storehouse sale, and we are going to do that. We're going to interview a special guest, and then we're going to have a live sale. So Debs Fines is here. Hello, nice to see you there. We have, like I say, brand new technology tonight. This is the first time I've been able to interview. I know a lot of YouTubers have been doing that for a while, so this is new to me. So we'll do our best, and hopefully if you're able to be patient, we will get through this and have a lot of fun. Hello, Scott. Nice to see you here in the chat. Tony, great to see you too. So welcome, everybody. And thank you so much for watching. We are going to start by talking about events that we're having soon that you are welcome to come. Let me tell you about my calendar, because I've got appraisal fairs coming up in Newburgh, Indiana on Saturday, May 30th. And in New Harmony, Indiana on June 13th and 14th. So if you're in Southern Indiana, or if you want to make a special trip for the New Harmony show, it's a beautiful little town full of antiques and wonderful things. It's one of the oldest towns in the United States, and it is fascinating. So well worth the trip. I will be having my storehouse sale in Kentucky on the 26th and 7th of June. And I'm mentioning it this early because it is part of the Highway 41 sale, and the Highway 41 sale is a highway sale in Kentucky where there are garage sales, yard sales, and even an antique show all the way the 100 miles from the Ohio River to the Tennessee border along Highway 41. And my storehouse is in Arlington, Kentucky, and that is also the town where the antique show is going the same 2 days. And so if you're looking for a fun trip, it's a pretty part of the country to see, and there will be lots of things to shop for and some real deals, because some of the folks are just people putting out their leftovers and things that have been in their attic for years or their barns. I found some pretty amazing stuff when I've gone, and I will have a house full because we're bringing an entire storage unit up from Florida. We have some other things from various estates, and we actually have a whole bunch of space in the yard, and several people I know, Beth Kemper, Willie Joe, some other folks are planning to come and sell with me. So it'll be a multi-vendor thing. Space is free. So if you have a hankering to get rid of some stuff, and it can be anything new, old, and in between, you are welcome to come and put up tables, a tent, whatever you like in my vast yard, and hang out with us for one day or both, and go ahead and sell along with us. I'll be advertising that pretty extensively in everywhere from estatesales.net and Craigslist to mailed out flyers And I've already been distributing at antique shows in Indiana, so people should know. It is great to see a bunch of new folks getting into the chat here. And we will also have the Springfield, Ohio Antique Extravaganza coming on May 15th through 17th. So you folks in Ohio, come see us in front of the Dog Pavilion at the Clark County Fairgrounds. It is an amazing, immense show. And so that is a fun thing, and we'll be selling with Beth Kemper and Willie Joe there too, and we'll be bringing our best stuff to that one, so that will be a lot of fun. I want to also thank all of you who came to the estate sale that we held in Tennessee recently. It was a big success, and we thank the viewers who made the trip. We had people come from neighboring states as well as in the Tennessee and Western Kentucky areas, so that was really great. And we sold a ton, and we're very happy that we were able to help the folks out at that estate. So TANL, Urban Dictionary may not have a very helpful definition. TANL is the Antique Nomad Live channel. And so, yes, we use an acronym because we have 3 channels. We have the regular main channel, this channel, the Antique Nomad Live, and the Antique Nomad Shorts channel. And so because of that, we have, well, we have abbreviations, and I guess that comes through. We may learn how to change some of that stuff, but right now, this is the first time we've used this technology. This is literally its maiden voyage, so we're learning as we go. It's so nice to see a bunch more folks coming into the chat here, and yes, I would like to pick you up with the truck and bring your stuff too. First, before we get started, we are going to have a special guest who's just coming into the studio now, but I wanted to take a quick minute and make one thank you, and I want to make sure I get this right. Yes, that's right. Okay. This is from a viewer named Gay, and she lives in Oklahoma, and she knows I love World's Fair, and she sent some things, so I wanted to do a little show and tell and thank her very much for that. I got interested in World's Fairs because I grew up in Seattle, and Seattle had 2 World's Fairs over the course of time, one in 1909 and then this one in 1962, which is why the Space Needle is in Seattle. And this is a plate that was made by a Japanese company, and it's in 3D relief, so these are all textured. So that's a really fun piece, all hand painted with the original hanger, and I thought that that was really nice. And she also included in that, let's see where I put that, because this is fun. Zeno went to this World's Fair as a little kid, I believe. This was the Knoxville World's Fair in 1982. If he didn't go, his family did. And it's been over 40 years now, so stuff from the Knoxville Fair is collectible. This is a wallet that looks like it's never been used, and it's in a lot nicer shape than my wallet, so I think we'll leave it that way. This one was from the San Antonio Hemisphere. That was a fair that included countries from all of North and South America, and the tower there that you see is still there, and you can look out over San Antonio from that. And then the last one is this one from the New York World's Fair, the second New York World's Fair. The first one was in the 1939 to 40 years, and the second one was 1964 to 65. If you go to Flushing, Queens, you will still see the Unisphere sitting in the middle of where the World's Fair was held. So I do really enjoy World's Fair stuff. It was great to get all of that, and I have to thank Gay very much for sending that along. So I told you about the, oh, interesting. Yes, somebody says you sang at the, I sang at the Knoxville World's Fair in our college choir. That is so cool. That's really great. And it's also great because I am seeing the chat from the places we're streaming, and we are streaming not just to my channel, but to the channel of our guest. And we are going to bring her on and talk to her now. We all know her as Rosie, but she really is Heidi.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello. It's great to have you here. I'm so excited to be able to do this for the first time. You've had me on your channel a whole bunch of times, And
Yeah.
we are going to do a sale later on, because I
Mhm.
know that that's something that people enjoy and something we do. But we have an event to talk about, don't we?
We do. Tique Stock is coming up Mother's Day weekend, May 8th, 9th, and 10th. And George is co hosting with me, and we are so excited to have him come be our guest. Hello there, everybody. Hi, hi. So it's going to be next weekend, and already I'm getting very excited about it. How about you, George?
Oh, yes, I am really excited. I have boxes and boxes packed. I am going to have a very full space. I have all fresh merchandise. I bringing virtually nothing that I brought to the shows that I did in Florida a couple of months ago. Oh, and by the way, we are going to have some new people selling. And for some folks, it's the first time they've been selling at a show. This Monday on my regular channel, I am doing a video called How to Sell at an Antique Show, where I show what it's like to set up, arrange things, the things you think about when you're trying to display, all the things you need to bring, how to be prepared, so that for people who are new or contemplating doing antique shows for the first time, it's a tips and tricks and a how-to show you the whole thing, so you don't walk in cold like I did the first time. I was so nervous the first time I did an antique show. I didn't know what to expect. It was overwhelming, and once I did it, I understood. So hopefully this will spare people the overwhelming part, and they can just do the really fun part, which is talk about why you started Tique Stock. And it's just so much fun. What gave you the spark to do this?
Well, I'll try to be as short as possible, but I have always been an antique dealer, shop owner since I was 18 years old. But as I got older, my mother has Alzheimer's. My grandmother had Alzheimer's. And at 50 years old, I decided to try my hand at live auctioneering, because I thought, what better way to know that I'm doing okay, as far as the Alzheimer's in my family, than to be able to talk 500 miles an hour, get bids, clerk, all the stuff that goes along with an auctioneer. And so at 50 years old, I learned how to become an auctioneer, and I worked at the world's largest sportsman's auction. And I did that until the family retired. When they retired, and this was probably 3 years ago, I was very sad that I could not practice my auctioneering. So I decided that I would have my own auction house, and it's in a Quonset hut that used to be a salvage yard shop. It's been in my family for years. And I wanted to give back to our YouTube and Facebook communities and everybody that bought for us. So I wanted it to be an event that was just fun. Like you could walk back 30 years in time, and that's how it would be at a fair. So what happens is everybody comes and sets up for free. We have an auction on Saturday that is literally in the shop part of this Quonset where they used to work on cars.
And there is the auction right there. I just am interrupting for a minute so you can see Heidi in action.
And it literally is in the back of the shop, and you'll see some of the shop. You'll see relics of the shop in this little spot that I'm in. We literally have 30 chairs. We'll open the back door. You can sit outside if the weather is good too, if we exceed our chairs and stuff. But we have an auction Saturday, but we started at noon so that everybody can shop the booths outside. But what is so cool about this community, there's not a buyer's premium. There's not a credit card fee, because everybody volunteers. The clerk volunteers. Our auction manager comes from New York. The people that are holding up things volunteer. The people directing traffic volunteer. So it's just such a wonderful event. And then on Sunday, we go ahead and kind of rearrange the auction house, and George has his appraisal fair.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to doing that again. I really missed doing this last year when I was sick, and you folks did a charity auction for me that was phenomenal, and I just cannot thank everybody enough. It was just incredible, and I owe a lot of people a lot of thanks, and people are going to get some great discounts this year in my space. That's all I can tell you, because I can't possibly pay it back, but it was just fantastic. And boy, the auctions are so fun.
Yeah, and this is why our community, our family, I always call it, is so wonderful. When we decided to do this event, we had to put together a catalog. But first, I had to have people mail everything in. So, and they did in a timely manner so that I could get everything listed. We put it on in a matter of 2 weeks. And again, we had the major auction Saturday, and then on Sunday, the benefit for George. Everybody volunteered. Everybody kept bringing stuff in. And that's why we love you guys so much and why we want to do this for you. So
Yes.
to backtrack just a little bit, the vendors, George, it's a picker's paradise.
Oh, I buy really, really well there. Well, one of the people, I'll hold the flyer up. This is a flyer that came out, and it's got the address on it there in Marshall, Michigan. It is actually out in the country outside of Marshall. Marshall's a great little town with a really cool historic district and an old house that looks like a house from Hawaii in the 1800s that you can tour. So there's a lot to do in the area. But over here is Discount Deb. Discount Deb is great. Discount Deb had a stack of Fenton Blue Crest dinner plates that sell for about $30 a piece online. And I think she had 8 of them and some other pieces. And she said, oh, how about $100? I mean, yes, there are deals at this show. It's a show that, you know, you're going to see things at retail and you're going to see bargain prices and you're going to see everything in between. But a lot of these folks are people who are not usual sellers. So it's a chance to see some people you don't see at the big shows that you're used to seeing.
Yes, it's about, it's about people that are maybe just cleaning out their cupboards or they want to make room for more because they want to buy more. So we have a big tent. I call it a circus tent. And we use that for people that maybe you want to come and you're an older gal or an older guy and you want to just put up a little table or whatever, and you don't have a tent. Well, we'll put you under that table or under that tent. And if you're having trouble, we'll help you unload. That's how we are. So there's a lot of people that like to come and their prices are very reasonable. I know of 2 or 3 gals that are downsizing and coming there. We have Richard. We've been to Richard's house so many times selling for him. He's going to bring tons of stuff. And you can go through our Quonset hut. It's huge and loaded, and nothing's really priced, but you'll be able to see the warehouse and everything that's in there. Sold at a circus tent. Yeah, I call it a circus tent. It's big.
It's also really handy to have that because, you know, it is Michigan and it is May, and that could mean a few showers along the way. This is a rain or shine event.
Yep.
We bring tents. A lot of people camp in RVs and just pull out the canopy and set up under that.
Yep.
There's free dry camping there. I mean, the great thing is it's so amazing to me. You do all of this and it's free. The appraisal fair is free. I'm noticing some questions. I'm trying to star them so that we can come back later because people are asking about, do we need appointments for appraisal fair and stuff? So let us talk a little more. Keep putting your questions in the chat and we'll try to go back and hit all of them. And if we don't, we'll have a Q&A period and you can ask again. So yeah, it's really fun. The show is all 3 days. The auction is on Saturday. The appraisal fair is on Sunday, noon for those 2 events. People oftentimes are setting up in the morning on Friday. I come on Thursday and set up. Some people set up in advance. So there will be things to see right at the get-go. And yeah, it's just so fun. I've got to be honest, it's become one of my favorite events to do. And I do events across the country and have done some of them for years and really enjoy them. But this one is so neat because you just feel the camaraderie. It's people who really enjoy these things that we all enjoy. And it's also, it's also multiple things. It's not just a show. It's not just an auction. It's not just an appraisal fair. It's all of that. So yeah, it's just really, it just has this really wonderful family feeling to it. Now, having said that, and let me just interrupt for a second, we've kind of expanded the family potentially this year, depending on who sees what we've done. We put a lot of advertising out. Talk about how you promote this.
Well, what I do is I have 5 Facebook groups that I promote it constantly on. I try to do a different ad every week. And we go to all the local community pages. I think I go to 17, and I will actually post with them weekly or bi-weekly. So we're doing that. We are on Auction Zip under Rosie's Auction House. You can see all the pictures. I would put the link to the catalog for the auction, but I don't see where I can put it in. But if you go to Heidi Ann Brown, that's my public Facebook page, you will see the catalog for the auction on Saturday, which is also on Auction Zip and estatesale.net. But for our vendors, that's why we're starting our events at noon, so that people come early and shop around outside. So I was going to tell everybody, make sure that you bring jackets. It's going to be springtime here in Michigan. We had a very hot spring last year. The year before, it was very cold. And this year, I think it's going to be, they're saying like mid 50s. So make sure you're dressed for it. And I always tell everybody, bring your own chair, because you're going to want to walk around the yard. You might want to sit under a tree and talk to Miss Kay. You might want to go over to Richard and have a pop with Richard. You might want to go over and see Paulie and sit by the food booth and eat your dinner, whatever. But you're going to want to bring a chair. And if we get filled up at the auction house, you can bring your chair in the auction house or sit out on the drive and watch, not drive, but I don't know what they call it. You can sit just beyond the auction house doors and watch us. We'll be able to see you bid.
Here's a great question, actually, if you don't mind to address. I've never bid at a live auction before. Is it tricky? I remember the first time I went to one, and it was a country auction. And the rule that I did not know was, the unwritten rule was, when they say, I bid $5, you never bid on the first number. And I said, $5, and everybody turned and stared at me. And then I won the thing for $5, and I was thrilled. And they all looked at me like, you do not know what you're doing.
It is so weird being an auctioneer. And George, this is what's wonderful about this. George is an auctioneer too. He gets up and, oh my gosh, he has been such a good, a fast learner. And he gets up there and sees the bids. Of course, we have a small auction house, but it's amazing what an auctioneer sees. I mean, somebody will be bidding like this. Somebody will be bidding with their number like this. Somebody will be like this.
Yes.
You just never know. But no, it's not tricky at all. I don't think either one of us have a chant that you can't understand. I mean, I understand why you might think it's tricky if you're watching these car show auctioneers or whatever, and they blah, 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 blah. But no, you will understand us. You'll understand the increments, and you just raise your hand, and it's a whole lot of fun.
Give us one phrase or two of auctioneering.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you a piece that I'm going to put in the auction, and I will give you an idea. Okay, so I just brought this over. I forgot that I was going to bring stuff over. This is a huge, I don't know why it's not focusing. But anyway, this is a huge picture, okay? So say I'm auctioning this, and this will be in the auction. This is in the middle of the auction. And isn't that beautiful color, George?
Yeah, I love the green and blue.
I love that. I tend to put big things in the auction. So anyway, so here I go. So I'm going to go ahead and auction in my chant. Okay, what do I give? Would it go 25, 25? Would it go 30? Would it go 35, 35? There would it go 40? Would it go 45, 45? There would it go 50? Would it go 55, 55? Would it go 60? Would it go 60? Sold $65. So see, there's time in between. We're not dealing with anybody online. So you get our total attention. We do have pre-bids, but it's a little auction house. There's no need to be afraid to bid.
Oh, okay. Talk about the pre-bids, because for those folks who can't get there, we're going to each show you a couple things that we're putting in the auction catalog here now. But first, tell them how they can go. Is that, again, you go to Facebook? Yes,
I have the link. Can somebody from our Facebook group post the link? John, can you post the link? I don't know if he can post a link.
Tell me what it is again, and I can put it in.
I don't know where I can add in chat here. Let me go ahead and PM it to you, George. Maybe I can do that.
Okay.
I don't see it. John will do it, I think. But
Okay.
anyway, you can go to where did I go here? You can go to Heidi Ann Brown on Facebook, and there will be the catalog. Somebody is. I guess you can't post the link to Auction Zip either. I'm going to send it to you in the mail, George, because I have that closer here, and I'm going to do it right now. George will post it. Okay.
All right.
So that is where we put our catalog for the auction, and there'll be like 3 pictures, 2 pictures for every item. And if you go in on the first picture, you'll see if there's any interest in people kind of bidding on it. And you can go in there and place a bid. Now, we cannot do proxy bids during the auction. So, I mean, you can't change your mind. We're going to close it down on Friday night. So there'll be no bidding online during the auction. When we close it down Friday, we'll take the items and write the high bid from those Facebook pages, and that'll be where we'll start the item at. So make sure you bid what you want to bid, and because during the auction you won't be able to bid, but we are going to stream it so you can watch at home to see if you got your item.
Okay, very good. And pre-bids are the pre-bids only through Facebook?
Yes. You can call me or email. You know, I think it's going to be on Facebook, because I think that's the easiest way to do it, because they need to be transparent in what they're seeing. And I think it will be on Facebook. If you want to call it an absentee bid, I can put it in for you. But I prefer you just going. It's so much easier, and it's a public page, so you can just go in there and do that. George will post anything.
Well, show me a couple of, and if worse comes to worse, we'll put a link in the description of this after it's done. Show me a couple of the things that, the other things that you're putting in the catalog, and I'll show you too, because it's fun to show and tell with everybody.
Yes. So you saw that big blanco. Look at this.
Ooh, Murano. I
saw this piece. Oh my God, George. It is so cool. But watch this. Are you ready, George?
I think I know what's going to happen.
Look at this glow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's so cool.
It is so cool. And it says Murano Summer Sow. And I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, look at this glow. I have never seen a piece of glass glow so bright.
Yeah, it's really cool. It practically glows without the light on it. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And it's infused with this great cobalt that I think looks so cool with the glow.
Yeah, yeah. I love Summer Sow, the way they do a layer of color and a layer of color. It's just great.
Yes. So I thought that was a really special piece, and that's towards the middle of the auction. You'll see that piece. And do you want to see another one?
Yes. Yeah, and then I'll show a couple too.
Did you like it? Did you like that one, guys? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so, there's our Facebook link.
Thank you, John.
I'll leave that up for a little while.
Thank you, John. Okay. This is a piece of Louise Piper. Ooh. And so Louise was the first artist for Fenton Art Glass, and she is the one that was the first director of the painting department. And so her items are really, really sought after and investment pieces, because she was the first one. And she actually had the first, I think, 7 or 8 artists working under her. Of course, Fenton grew to have 150. But this is a beautiful piece. It's signed Louise Piper. We have several Louise Piper items. In September, we'll have the JIP that matches this one, but we have this one, which is Custard Burmese, in the auction this time. Isn't this cool? So yes. Very special piece. And the auction is actually probably half Fenton Art Glass, if not more. And then I have a Miss Priss cookie jar, which I think is really cool. I have, I don't know, I try to do a Fenton piece and then something different. Pottery, Roseville, Van Briggle. There's so much in the sale.
Yes, I'm bringing a Hager fish, and Actually, I want to show you a couple of things that I'm bringing real quickly. I'm going to show you these because the picture I sent is not really so great in the catalog because I didn't like them very well. But these are going to be in. These are Cambridge Crown Tuscan, and they are very heavily decorated with the Charlton decoration. And I just think these are beautiful out of the 1940s. I do have a really cool piece that someone who's watching managed to get this. Thank you, Miss Wildlife, so much. She found this and sourced this for me. This is Lundberg Studio, and it is like Tiffany Favril. It is so golden and so beautiful. And what I really love about it, besides the fact that it has the signature, is that it is tall and you can set it behind. If you are someone like me who has a lot in your collection, this doesn't take up very much room, but it's a whole lot of presence, and it'll fit between a lot of other things that you have in a display.
Yes.
So I thought this was really great. And so I want to thank her again for helping me acquire that. And then this one, this is our friend Trudy Mendenhall who decorated this piece. And I just love the fish. And it looks a little dark on this screen, but it's actually a medium blue, like almost a colonial blue. And there is her signature with the original price tag.
So pretty.
I do really enjoy those. And then there's one more piece. I've got to switch to another slide because Heidi made a really cool promotional piece that she put on one of her sites of a piece that I just put in. And here it is. It is this one. Yes, the lamp. And I have to say, I sent her the picture and she made it look like $1 million. And I have to admit, I kind of fell in love with it and had this twinge of, oh, do I really want to sell this? But too late, it's in the catalog, so it's going to belong to somebody else.
That is the most gorgeous lamp I have seen. I'm telling you, it's beautiful.
It is so cool because it's like the old style from about the 1910s where they would paint on the top and the underside of the shade. I just was knocked out by it.
Yes, reverse painted. There are probably 7 or 8 beautiful lamps in the sale. So if you're looking for a lamp, you're going to be able to find one. There is 200 lots. And I put the catalog together and I noticed I skipped a couple. So there'll be a couple surprises in there too.
Oh, and I had to put this up here because I did not know it's your anniversary.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, my gosh. Who said that? Thank you.
That was Tammy, and thank you for letting us know, Tammy. Happy anniversary. That's great. And this is out on you and John's farmland. You've got lots of acreage, and I know you said you were having it rolled out so there'll be plenty of parking because we might have a big crowd. Yes,
we're worried about the sogginess of the weather right now, but it soaks in pretty good.
Yes.
Yes, we have a bit where it's on our farm. We have a big farm and we've always had enough parking, and we'll just roll the vendors around the yard and around the building and under the tent, and just it's organized chaos kind of. It all works. It all seems to work. So
it all does. So I wanted to I know talking about Tique Stock is really great, but I wanted to talk a little bit about you because I met you, gosh, it's been a number of years ago now, because you had me come to Marietta for the Fenton convention. Yep. And then you started Tique Stock and invited me to that. And I've gotten to know you, and you are really a very interesting and fascinating person. What got you into antiques and vintage? Because there's a story behind all of this.
There is, and it's something I wouldn't have expected. And it was probably the last gift my grandmother could give me, and it's lasted my whole life. She passed away in 1984. And when she passed away, there were 3 siblings, and they wanted me to clean her house out. I have no idea why to this day they picked me. No idea, not a clue. So I packed everything up. I took it to a little building that we had on our property out here at the farm. It's a little gas station. And I started to sell the stuff on Sundays. I probably gave it away. Roseville, she had a salt and pepper collection. I loved everything. But George, back in those days, we had books and that was it.
Yep.
I mean, you had no way of getting comps or whatever that is now that they say. No eBay, no Google. It was like, okay, if you ran into it at a flea market and saw a price, you might know what it was worth. And at 18 years old, I had no idea. But that summer, everyone came on Sundays to see what I had. And the fellowship, the community, I loved it. I loved people coming to visit. I looked forward to it. I sold through her stuff in a couple of months, and I had to go find more stuff to sell. And that just kept growing and growing to a brick and mortar store, and just years of, I call it horse trading, and buying and selling, and just a love of the hunt. And I don't know. I've sold from everywhere, from eBay. I was one of the first shooting stars on eBay. I started in '99. Amazon. I was one of the top sellers on Top Hatter, and I love it. And then when we got to technology and we could interact with you like this is a dream come true. Yes. To be able to have a community to talk back and forth live. George and I would have never dreamed of something like this.
No, we'd have probably never met. I mean, it's just an amazing thing. And so many wonderful people in the chat who I've gotten to meet and more to look forward to meeting this time. Yeah. And it's all because this has made the world so much smaller in some really great ways. So
yes. And so, yeah, this is what through all the years I've kind of wanted to work towards with technology. But I remember in the days when you probably don't remember this, George, because one of the first internet platforms that had interactive bidding was a site called Top Hatter. Did you know that?
No, I've never heard of it.
We were avatars. And so I was a little auctioneer, and I had to pick my hair and my outfit, and we'd run up there to the auction thing like this, a little avatar. And there'd be a picture in the corner with the item we were selling, and everybody in the audience could pick their hair color and what they looked like. And they'd have little paddles that would go up all over the auction. It was all cartoon. But it was the coolest thing. And I always thought, well, if I could only interact more, if I could only talk more. And then all of a sudden, Facebook. I started selling live on Facebook probably 10, 15 years ago, and then moved on to YouTube. And it's just wonderful.
It is so much fun. It's just great. And you did have a foray into the corporate world too. And it seems to me that you were meant to be an entrepreneur and a proprietor, but you did some pretty crazy, great things there too. Do you mind touching on that for just a minute, this other life you had?
Are you talking about insurance?
Yes.
Oh, who told you about that?
Oh, I have my sources.
So my first job, I did have a few years where I worked a job for what you would call, I don't know, a job, I guess. And I went in right after college. I wanted to live out here in the country. So the only job that I could find was in insurance. So I became an insurance underwriter for a company here in Marshall. And I was a commercial underwriter, and I decided that I wanted to write adult foster care business. And so I developed a program that went statewide, and it was for adult foster care owners, because I thought that I looked up to people that owned houses that took care of our elderly. And I thought that their insurance should be a lot cheaper than it was, because technically they're safer than a regular home. So we wrote insurance statewide. Then I was approached to sell it by an agency, and I did for 6 months, a year. And then I left that agency and I started my own agency. And I was the youngest woman in the state of Michigan to have my own agency at that time. And I was like 26, 27 years old. And I ran that, I don't know how many years. And I really sold it because I didn't really like insurance. But yeah, so that was a little part of my life too that was kind of fun. And I'm proud of that too. Yeah, definitely.
Well, you should be. You're a go-getter, and you're a very nice person, and you are friendly, and you're also very smart. So And I think that that really shows through in these things that you do. And it's just wonderful that you've created this thing, this event, this community, all these different Facebook groups you run, all these places that we can get together and connect like this. So thank you for everything you do. We're going to start the sale in a minute here. We'll have a little time for Q&A. I know I've got a couple of questions that I pinned that we'll go back to. And but really quickly, I want to play. We did a little bit of extra advertising this year for Tique Stock. We did we're starting a radio ad locally to try to get local people to know about the show. We did mailings to every antique store in Western Michigan and Northern Indiana. And we did, we also did this ad here, which we used to sponsor Antiques Roadshow and Ken Burns America in Western Michigan. Let me play it.
You're invited to join us for Tique Stock, a collector's event, antique show, appraisal fair, and live auction. Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th, 18.5 Mile Road, Marshall, Michigan. Tique Stock on Facebook for more information.
So I'm hoping that we'll have some new folks come out and join the group that we already have, because we just, this is so much fun and we just want to share it with as many people as we can.
Yes. And part of the thing that's so fun too for you guys, we get George all weekend. All weekend. He camps with us.
That's right.
We'll go out to eat Friday. We'll probably go out to eat together Saturday. We just hang out, and it's just a laid back, fun time. I don't know where you could experience this anywhere else. It's really cool.
It is just really fun. So before we go into our sale and a little bit of Q&A, I wanted to ask you a few questions first. So we'll have our lightning round here. We've got 5 questions. So
no,
they're easy. You'll know the answer. What was your most memorable find?
My most memorable find. I found this at an auction. I found this vase that I thought I could tell by the feel of it that it was really a expensive piece. So I asked a friend of mine, and it ended up $3,400. And it was an early Fenton piece that was extremely rare, that somebody from overseas had come to Fenton and was teaching people how to make this design. And he was only there for like a week, and this piece is something he made. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh, that is really good. What piece do you have that you cherish most that you own in your personal collection?
I can go get it. You want me to go get it?
Yeah, do
now
that.
You tell everybody your best find while I go get it.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay, well, gosh, my best find. I've had a few. One of my favorites was a box that was painted with all of these interesting figures, and I noticed it was painted on the inside and underneath on the bottom, and I paid $25 at an antiques show in Walla Walla, Washington. And I thought, well, this seems really unusual. Why would they paint the inside and underneath? It turns out the reason they did that is because that was done for an Arab sheik, and they had money and power. And so you decorated every surface, not because they would ever look at it, but because it was expected you would do that much work for them. And so it turned out to be very rare. A friend of mine who sells Asian art and artifacts put it on eBay, and it was at $200 with 20 minutes left, and it sold for $2,500. So that was a big find. Okay. All right.
So this piece right here, when I bought it, I really liked it. But now I'm trying to remember the exact deal with this. This is like the holy grail in the Fenton community, because it shows every kind of, so many different styles that Fenton did. It has the silver crest. It has the overlay. It's painted. And there's some more stories to it, but it is the holy grail of the Fenton world, this piece right here. And I got it at an auction probably 10 years ago, and I didn't I didn't know the value would increase like it has, but I just thought it was pretty. And yeah, I really, really like this. It says there's so many different styles of, design in this. And this is like the holy grail in the Fenton world.
That is so cool. What a great piece. I
Yeah.
don't think I noticed that in your collection. So, well, thank you for sharing it. What a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what antique or vintage item do you use as a practical thing the most? And you can say your car if you still have it.
My car is vintage. Oh my gosh, that I use every day. How about my flip phone? Is that considered vintage?
I think it is now. Yes, I don't think I didn't know those still were operable.
I use it every day. I don't have a smartphone, so I use my vintage flip phone.
Oh, that's great. Where do you like to go on vacation?
Oh gosh, where do I like to go to Tawas, Michigan. That's one of my favorite places. That is on the sunrise side of Mitten, Michigan. And I grew up there, going there every summer, and my grandparents went there. And there's just, I don't know, when you find that perfect spot, every time you go back there, it's like calm and everything's lifted, and you go back to your childhood, and you see everything like through a new lens. I don't know what it is. I'm sure you have a place like that too, George. That just, I don't know. It's just a whole different feeling when I go there, and I love it. And John and I go once a year, and I think that's my favorite place to go.
Oh, that's really great. And one last question. This is very important. Tequila, wine, or a chocolate malted?
Oh my gosh. Now, of course, chocolate malted.
Good answer. Oh, very good. Well, that was
I
fun.
could have ice cream every day. Every day.
I could too. I'm not supposed to, but if I'm going to cheat, that's the thing that I go for, because yes, it's just so good in so many ways. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly go up to the pinned questions. If you folks have other questions that you have now or that we missed in the chat, please put them in the chat now and we'll try to address them, and then we'll start our sale. This one is the appraisal fair first come first serve or appointments needed. This is actually a live appraisal fair. We've tried broadcasting it. It doesn't always work because we don't always have a strong enough signal, but it is a spectator event. It is literally, we do it in the auction house on the same stage. Yep. So we have room for 30, 40, 50 people to sit and watch. And you're welcome to come. If we get a lot of people and it starts to be a big crush, we might give out numbers or something. But basically, yeah, you come and we take you in the order that you came, and we'll talk about your stuff and tell you the age and the origin and any relevant information, and try to give you an approximate value in today's market. And it's just a lot of fun. And we encourage people to stay and watch what other people bring too. It's not just a one-on-one.
Right. And I think we'll be able to broadcast it live this year. We got Starlink in the building. So I think it's going to be really, the signal's going to be great. Oh,
fantastic. Well, if that's the case, we may simulcast it on this channel then as well.
Yes. Yes.
Good. And will Trudy be at Tique Stock? I understand she actually has something else going this time.
Trudy just, she's an older gal, and it's just too hard for her to come all that way. She would love to, but it's just too long for her to travel.
But we do have people coming from, gosh, I think we have people coming from as far as Georgia. We've had people from Minnesota before. I mean,
North Carolina. Eileen's our auction manager, and she comes from New York. PJ and Russ are coming. They had originally said they were going to come because their kids were wanting them for Mother's Day, and they changed their minds. I think they're going to have Mother's Day a week early because they're coming to Tique Stock, and I think they come from South Carolina.
Wow.
Yep. And Polly comes from the other side of New York, and she was battling cancer a couple years ago, and it was her goal to come back to Tique Stock, and she went into remission, and she was here last year. So her booth sold out in 5 minutes, and she's coming again. So she'll be here. And I'm trying to think of the ones that come from the farthest. We have a few people. Cara Berry is coming from Missouri this year, and that's her first time. So we're going to have quite a few people coming from all over the place.
That's just great. And we have Kathy here in the audience. I don't think she's coming, but she's with us tonight all the way from Ireland. And it's great to have you with us too. Okay, Susan Lee has a question. Susan Lee, go ahead and put your question in the chat and we'll try to answer it here. Well, and any of you other folks, this is a great time for Q&A, and then we're going to start sale. And let me tell you a little about the rules of the sale while we're here. If you're on any of the, if you're in the chat, you may bid in the sale. That's basically how it works. On my channel, I do have, you have to be subscribed 2 hours before the broadcast to be able to chat. So if you're not able to chat, please do subscribe, and then the next time you'll be able to bid. We do that because it keeps trolls out, but we can see the bids from the channels that Heidi's streaming to as well. So anyone who's in the chat is able to bid. We will basically hold up an item, name a starting bid, talk about the item a little bit, and it's going to be mine. I'm going to do choice of the prices for your choice, one or both of 2 items in each lot. And basically then we just need you at the end to, we have our emails on the screen, and we'll need you to go ahead and send us an email to that address if you are the winner, so that we can combine shipping, get things out to you. Heidi ships from Michigan, I ship from Kentucky. Is there an item limit for the appraisal fair? No, but if people bring a whole lot of stuff, we may take 2 or 3 items at a time and then go on to the next person and then come back. I'm willing to do appraisals as long as it takes. I'm going to have somebody, I think, sitting in and helping take care of my booth while I'm doing the appraisals. So if it runs over too long, I might have you come back to my booth with me if we get to a certain time, and I'll do your appraisal there. So bring what you like and we'll do that. Oh yes, I meant to ask this question too. Your name is Heidi, but we all know you as Rosie, and it took me like 3 months to quit calling you Rosie, even though I knew better. So yes, tell the story.
You want to know the story?
Yes.
Okay. So I live next to this huge farm that has little pigs. They raise pigs. And I had a farmer friend who knew I liked pigs. So there was this little piglet, and it was going to be culled. Had an X on its back because it had pneumonia. So they brought this little pig to me and said, Heidi, I think this little gal's got some life, and do you want her? And I said, well, yeah, I'll give it a shot. The pig's name was Rosie. Rosie became a pet to me. She almost didn't make it. I took her up north to our cabin in a rabbit cage. She would run around the yard. She would do this, do that. She was following me everywhere. Well, she was about this big. I don't know. The pneumonia she had came back when we were up north. And I thought she was going to I didn't think she was going to make it. So we put her in a shed. We OD'd her on penicillin. John said, Heidi, she's not going to make it. In the morning, we opened that door and she barreled out of that shed, running around. And so she became like the best pet you could ever have. She got to be 600 pounds. Well, long story short, when I was selling on Amazon, I had to come up with a name. And so I had Rosie, and I said Hog Wild Sales. And the customer service avatar was a little pig called Rosie. So everyone called, if they had an issue or they had a question, they asked Rosie. And so Rosie just became, everybody was, I answered for Rosie, of course. So it was a branding thing that worked out, and it was wonderful. I mean, it was just cute and funny, and the name just kind of followed me. If anybody asked a question, they asked Rosie, and here I am. So that's
Well,
the story.
it's such a sweet, sweet story. I just love that, and
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that, and thank you for sharing some insights a little deeper into you. I know that people know you in the community, but I'm hoping to do more interviews like this where we bring on somebody in the community and get to know them a little better because. You know, we all the thing I love about the antique and vintage business is that it isn't just a business. I'm not selling a bottle of bleach. I'm selling something that has some pull, some attraction, whether it's beauty, whether it's nostalgia, but there's something there. There's a connection to the past. There's a connection to each other. And those relationships, a friend of mine who deals in antique advertising in Michigan, and he's kind of a money guy. You know, he's all about, I sold this and I sold this. And we were in a group of people and somebody said, what's your favorite part about the business? And without even a moment's hesitation, he said, the people. I love the people. It's so great, this community and all these people. And I thought, yeah, right on. And I was surprised because I wasn't expecting that from him, but it is absolutely where it comes from. So thank you for letting us grill you a little bit. And now I think we should have a sale. And I think that I think you should start.
Okay. I went and pulled this cute little bird. I was doing an estate sale the last few days. I went to this house and I'm selling everything in the house. I actually stayed there. So I just got home today. So I pulled this very quickly. This is a little Lefton bird, and it's a little creamer. It's a little blue bird. They're very collectible. I don't know how to write the starting bid because I've never been a guest.
Call it out. You just call it out and I'll put it in.
So we're going to start this little bird off at $10. Very collectible. It has the Lefton on the bottom. I don't see any issues with it at all. She's just as sweet as can be. And I thought that you guys might think that this was cute. I know they're collectible. This came in a lot of Miss Priss items, and I thought it was so cute. So we'll start it out at $10 if anybody is interested in it.
Okay, very good. We've got the starting bid up there. And so, yes, if you're interested in the piece, you just bid in the chat and put in whatever you're willing to pay or start it off. We've got Deb at 10. In the case of a tie, the tie goes to the first person who bid. Ruth
All
at
right.
15.
Edison, I just got back from that estate, so I will look into anything tomorrow. I've been gone for 3 or 4 days. Okay. We have 14. Now 15 with Deb Fines. 16. Cute little piece. Sweet little face. Kitschy. $16 is bid. It is a little porcelain piece. And it has the hallmark on the bottom. There are pieces that match this. I know there are. $20. Okay, Edison. Like I said, I'll check it tomorrow for you. $18 with Deb Fines now, 20 with Kay Thomas. Okay, thank you. Kay's in at 20. Anybody else? We still have $24 with Timmy. A lot of active bidding. $24 with Timmy. Anybody else? 24 with Timmy. Anybody else? 28 with Miss Kay. All right, 28 with Miss Kay. Let's see 30 with Christine. 30 with Christine. Where else are we here? If you are done bidding, just let us know that you are out. 35 with Kay. Thank you, Antique Bird, for your bid. Sarah, thank you. I don't know how we're going to sell it. George, I don't know if you have a timer or are you just going to say fair warning? This is all new.
I think we'll just do fair warning. I don't have a timer. And we'll talk about what you're seeing and what you're not. Look at the screen for the bids because I'm the only one who can see both chats. So I'm putting the bids up on the screen.
Okay.
So we're at 40 with K.
Okay, Christine's out.
Christine's
Fair
out.
warning.
So fair warning.
Thank you for stopping in.
And we're going to go ahead and sell this.
All right.
And that's K Thomas for $40.
Okay, thank you so much.
And I'm sorry, I didn't think about this because we're broadcasting to multiple channels and I don't usually do that. I'm going to have to get used to this now that we're able to sell with someone on the same channel. You will not see everybody's bids because some of you are on one stream and some are on another. So I will make sure that we put the high bid on the screen, and we'll make sure when the high bid comes in that we give you a little bit of time to respond. I know that some people have a lag. Do refresh regularly if you can. But this way we will be able to capture your bids, and we will be able to make sure that you all know who the high bidder is. Just look at the screen rather than the chat, because you won't see all of the bidding because it's coming from multiple places.
Yes.
So yes,
Okay.
that's right. It's everybody's bid together. Exactly. So, okay, so let's see here. We've got sold on that, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put up, this is going to be choice. I will make myself big here. All right, this is going to be choice. They're going to start at $5 each. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. These are from the state sale that we did. There were a couple extra, and I thought they were really cool. These are trivets for sad irons. They are cast iron. They are from the turn of the last century. They are genuine, and we are starting them at $5 each for choice. And both of them happen to be star patterns. Sad irons were not named because they made you sad, but because it stood for some acronym. And sad irons had to rest on something when you didn't have them on the stove because you didn't want to burn your cloth leaving them on too long, so they made these trivets. And I think they're really cool. They're about 7 inches each. And there is this one, which is the, and they did not frown unless you dropped your, if you dropped them on your foot, you might be sad. But this one also has little feet. This one, because it's ruffled, really is made for a sad iron. But this one you could actually use for pots and pans on the table, or even a modern iron if you wanted to. So we've got $5 with Richard. And yes, Kathy, I know that Ireland had wonderful things that you made, and now a lot of that production is gone, unfortunately, just like has happened in England and here in the US. $5 each with Richard for choice. If anyone else is interested, let us know. Star patterns were very popular. Sometimes you'll see the name of the company, but I like these because it's just design, and it's all design. And they are heavy and made to last. Okay, we've got Richard at 5. If anyone else is interested, fair warning, because otherwise we're going to let Richard have choice on these. We have lots of other stuff. Oh, there's a couple more bids. We have Tammy at 6 and Maggie at 10. $10 is our high bid for choice now with Maggie. So $10 bid, then 11, now 14 for choice with Sarah. $14 is the high bid with Sarah Wrinkle. Sarah and Jason have a new YouTube channel called Mindful Excursions with J and S. So you can catch that on YouTube. A number of people are starting YouTube channels who we haven't seen before, which is fun. We've got Tammy at 16, Richard at 15, now Sarah at 20 for choice. $20 is the bid. Now Kay at 21 for choice. $21 for choice. Let us know if you're still in. Tammy is out. Richard and Sarah. Richard is out. Sarah, let us know. And so, yes, it's this came from a really amazing collection. I mean, there were probably 100 trivets in this estate, and they were all interesting and all sort of individual. Sarah at 22 for choice. $22 for choice. Kay, let us know. And they're not too heavy. I don't actually mind holding them. Sometimes I put stuff up, and after a while, my arms are just like, dude. All right. So Sarah is the winner at $22 for choice. Sarah, let us know. Whoops. Let me put the actual word sold in. Sarah, let us know in the chat if you're which one you're interested in. If you're interested in both, they're both yours. If you're interested in just one, we will put it aside and give Kay the backup on the other one. And I know I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks if you'd prefer that I just bring these to you. And actually, this is true of anybody bidding out there. If you're coming to Tique Stock or Springfield, anything I have, I can just deliver. So we will wait for Sarah, and actually, I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and put Heidi back up and let her go ahead with her next item, and I'll wait for Sarah to let us know in the chat.
Okay. Just let us know, Sarah. Okay, I have two, the smooth one without the rivets.
Okay, very good. And real quickly, Kay, if you're interested in the other one, let us know. Okay.
I have two Victorian rose bowls. These are 5 inches tall, and they are from the Victorian era. This one still has a $125 price tag on it. This one is in a beautiful green. It's a satiny feeling glass. We're going to start these at 15 and go. So I'll sell at least one. This one is, look at all the adornments on this one. Holy smoke-a-moly. This one is a kind of a blue, different shades of blue. This one's 5 inches. They're both about the same size. That's why I brought them for choice. This one's an unusual color. This collector didn't have much in this color, this green color. This one has the yellow enamel flowers. These are at least 100 years old, probably more like 125. So we'll start it at 15. I'll sell at least one. These are bigger than you think. These are the 5-inch rose bowls. And you'll have your choice. They have the crimped top. And I still insist you come to Ireland. Oh, wow.
I'd love to.
Me too. 25 with kitschy. Look at all the adornments on this one. It's really painted nicely. And this one is the one with the unusual color. Richard's in at 27. Beautiful color. I'm going to have to go. It's been in the barn. I just grabbed it. So I will clean it before I ship it out. So you'll get your choice of the green or the blue. I'm just seeing this in the light. In here, there's a little bit of like a crisscross pattern. You can see it when you turn it. I can see it straight on, but it's really cool, like a garden gate or something. I don't know. I tried to glow these, and I don't see really a glow. But they are old, 1910, 1880. Hi, Cheesecake. 40 is bid. Oh, thank you. We have somebody helping us out with the bids.
Yay.
42 with Richard, who will be at Tique Stock. Laura Law will be set up at Tique Stock. We have a lot of Tique Stock people here. I saw Russ earlier. Russ Miller will be there. Richard is in at 42. Fair warning, let us know if you're out. This one has a $125 price tag on it. This came from the Glass House guy near Medina. Twisted Sisters is going to be there. Timmy is going to be. These are all vendors from Tique Stock in the house tonight. And Rana is in the house. Hi, Rana. $50 is bid. Cheesecake, let us know if you're in or out. Now Cheesecake is in at 51. Richard is out. Fair warning. This is a little different setup. I can't go back and scroll and see the bids. Okay. 51 with Cheesecake. Rana, let us know if you're in or out. Otherwise, we'll have George sell it. He can see more than I can. Here is this beautiful one. And then here is the green one. This one has like one color of flowers. And then this is all different colors. So you'll get your choice. Last chance. The blue I see a lot more often than I see the green. 55 with Rana. And Cheesecake, I think that we're just waiting for you. if memory serves me correct. Ron is in at 55, all in all done. Okay, we have 60 now. They're big. $60 with Rana. And Cheesecake, let me know. Bidder will get choice. Backup bidder will get a choice of the second one. 65 with Cheesecake. They call it like satin glass, and I understand why. It's really soft. It's really soft.
Yeah, it is.
65 with Cheesecake. Rana, let me know. $70 now. $70 with Rana. Joanne Gibson, you're lagging. Cheesecake is out. Okay.
And we are sold.
Okay, Rana, let me know which one you'd like, if not both. And our backup is going to be Cheesecake. The blue or the green? I think she said the blue earlier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wants the blue, but we'll give her a second to let us know. Those are really beautiful, and those are so smooth and wonderful the way that they're done, especially the Victorian ones. It's when you hold one of those and you hold one of the reproductions from the 80s, there is no comparison because they use different stuff, and the stuff from the 80s feels pebbly and rough, and the original feels really smooth. So she'll take the blue.
And Cheesecake, did you want the green? And if you want the green, let me know. If not, it's up for grabs. Just let me know.
Okay, that's great. All righty, so let's see. What do I have next here? I'm going to do something else just for fun because I think these are fun, and this is a little different. You know, there will be stuff. We talk a lot about glass and pottery because it's stuff that we all love, but there's going to be other stuff at Tique Stock too, including a whole bunch of jewelry. And it's not just me, although I just got 2 big collections. So I'm bringing a lot of costume and a little bit of real jewelry, but also fun jewelry and costume jewelry. And these are from a 1970s era childhood because these are by Avila and they are both Snoopy. And we're going to start these off and we'll call them the yellow and the blue. And I'll just say Snoopy necklaces. And Cheesecake will take the green. I don't know if you got that.
Cheesecake, I've got you. You got to give me a hint. You got to give me a hint with your nickname.
Yes, yeah, send a note. Let us know who you are. Send an email to Heidi's email address, which we will have on the screen there. So, whoops, here we go. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to start these at $5 for choice. They are 1970s, and I remember these when I was a kid. They're big enough for an adult to wear. I actually wore them in the thumbnail for the video for tonight's show. So because I am that mature, I would wear them all the time. I think they're really great.
Okay,
so
Wendy, thanks.
Let me do these individually. Miss Wildlife, $8, our opening bid. Thank you very much. Here we go. They won't get tangled this way. This one, he and Woodstock are singing together, which I think is great fun. And then this one, and I apologize, they're a little smudgy. I had cleaned them and then I got my fingers all over them when I was holding them. This one is Snoopy on his doghouse, which has a surprisingly mid-century paint scheme on the roof there. So those are fun. And hello, Jody. Nice to see you here. And Sativa Queen's here. Hello. It's so nice to have all of you joining us. This system, I can't tell how many we have with us, but it's great to have all of you. Thank you for joining us from all of the different channels where we're streaming. Corinne at 9, now Miss Wildlife at $10 for choice. And yeah, I just think these are great. Peanut stuff has become so collectible and so popular. I mean, when I was a kid, it was in the Hallmark stores, as I recall. They got the license to sell the Peanuts branded stuff. And if you didn't have a Hallmark store in town, it really wasn't available. Corinne, $11 for choice. And I'll try to keep them from moving around too much so you can see Miss Wildlife, $12 for choice.
So many people love the Peanuts.
Yeah. Oh, I sure do. I mean, they were favorites of mine. Zeno, when I first met Zeno and he saw the kind of work I do and the trail of stuff behind me, he lovingly, quote unquote, nicknamed me Pigpen.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I didn't like it very well. And then he said, well, but it's an adorable children's character. And I have to admit, now I have a sense of humor over it. Okay, Corinna's out. We're going to sell these. And Miss Wildlife, it is your choice at $12 each. Let us know if you want one or both. And then we will, if you just want one, then we'll give Corinne the backup on that. Yes, Corinne the backup. So Miss Wildlife, let us know in the chat, one or both of the Snoopy pendants at $12 choice. And I'm going to go ahead and set them down. And yes, I love the peanuts too. She'll take both. Okay, very good. All right, let me get Heidi up there and we'll see what she has for us.
Tell me what you want to see. I'm going to give you a choice. Steiff or Murano? Steiff or Murano? First one to say, I'll put it up. And I'm not going to show it to you. Steiff or Murano?
This is fun.
Don't trust Lucy, Charlie Brown. Nope. If you guys don't care, I'll put up something, but I thought you might tell me. Steiff or Murano? I think we got a Steiff.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
I think this is a reindeer. Gosh, I really don't know what he is, but he's big. He's a Steiff. He's made. There we go. Good. There's just a leg. This is a new streaming service, Restream, and I just wondered. We'll put up Murano too, but this, I didn't wait long enough for you guys to reply, so we'll put up this one. He's huge. See, I think he's a reindeer.
Oh yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he's the reindeer, and I've never seen him before.
His name is Eric. Eric the mohair reindeer. Now he has his Steiff little tag. He's got a gold button, if that makes any difference. I know some are gold, some are silver. I've never really learned that much about it. He is in really good condition with his tags. You can see he's huge. I can't even get him in the picture. So we'll go ahead and start him for 15 and let him go. I'll try to remember to say the price first. He's a caribou. Is a caribou a reindeer? Must be a family of a reindeer. I don't know. Help me out. So we'll start the Steiff. Made in Germany. This is a mohair Steiff. Very big caribou reindeer. We'll start him out at 15. Has the original Steiff sticker with the gold button, and he's in perfect condition. Well, I thought he looked a little different from a reindeer, but it is saying, well, it just says, it doesn't say really what he is. It just says his name is Eric. I don't know. He's Eric.
I know
Okay.
he's not a caribou because we did an estate sale and we sold caribou horns, and they have a weird scoop to one side and they're huge. They were so big, we had to remove a window in the house and lower them on a rope to get them out because they built in a doorway, and after they put the rack up, and we could not get it down the stairs.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Okay,
That
so the
is
reindeer,
crazy.
we have 38 is our current high bid.
Okay. Look at his little feet. And he is made in Germany. He is a Steiff. And Steiff, to me, is spelt kind of weird. It's supposed to be I before E, except after C, right? Well, Steiff
Not in
is
Germany.
not in Germany. No. He spells it funny. All right. He is mohair. He looks like he's wearing a mask. Yes. And he's got beautiful eyes. He's in really great condition. Steiffs are expensive. Even one this size, I'm sure, sold for couple $100 anyway, probably. He's got a little tag in front of him too. Says he's a limited edition, but he's a big one. We have 44 with Timmy. 50 with Sarah. He's really cute.
Yeah, he is cool.
This came from a hoarder's house. She had a whole room of stuff. We're getting down to where I'm seeing the end of it. Okay, Laura Law says, let's learn about caribou. Caribou and reindeer are the same species, but they differ in domestication and subspecies. Okay, so we can call him really either one. All right. I can only see a few comments, George, so you're going to have to help us out here.
I think everybody is out except Sarah, and I think we should sell this. She is the high bidder at $50.
Okay. Sarah Wrinkle, right?
That's right.
All righty. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, bidders. Appreciate it.
Okay, let's see. Well, I don't have anything like that, so let's do, let's do some pretty porcelains, just because I am really attracted to porcelain lately, and I'm going to put in here, we're going to do porcelains. $15 each choice starting bid, and then I'll show you what they are. Okay, well, it says starting big, but sure, we'll start big. But the starting bid is $15 each, and the choices are these. These are both really lovely. They look like they're from the same era. They're not. I'll tell you a little more about them. I have been looking for porcelain because it's really well made. It's actually stronger than earthenware. People are always afraid of China because, oh, it's so delicate, it's so breakable. Well, actually, they fire it higher, and that's why it's thin. It's actually harder and more durable than earthenware and pottery. And this is RS Prussia. This is the red mark from about 1905, a very pretty bowl here with transferware and a lot of painting in the background with the flowers. It's very springy. I just love the pastel colors, and it seemed very appropriate for now. This one's fairly big. This is 9 inches, and it's a nice fruit bowl.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I thought it was very pretty too. And then this I thought was really well done. And she surprised me because from a distance you think, oh, she's an Austrian bisque figurine from about 1910. And then when you look at the bottom, she is actually Ardalt China from about 1945 to, well, 46 to 52, because she is marked Occupied Japan. So this is actually an Occupied Japan piece. And they only use that mark for those years from 1947 to 52. And the thing about Occupied Japan is that a lot of the figurines were done in a real hurry and they're not nice. This one is really, really skillfully executed. You can see all of the hand painting in the eyes, all of the enamel detail, all of the beading. We have 18 with Maggie Max for opening bid. I know she's a porcelain fan because she's bought from us before. I just really like this. So it's got the Moriaga style beading like the Japanese pottery did. The decoration is mainly on the front side on her. And then the choice is that or the RS Prussia. And it's okay. We know we've got some lagging. That may be our stream. It may also just be where you are. We also know there's weather problems out there. So we're going to try to be patient and let everybody have a chance. Rana, I see you at 20, but we've already got Ruth at 20. So Ruth is our current high bidder on this. And again, it's going to be choice between the lovely woman on the shell or the RS Prussia bowl. I'm telling resellers and collectors alike, this is a great time to be buying this kind of porcelain because it's selling for a fraction of what it used to. This bowl used to be a $75 to $100 bowl easily, and we're not seeing them at that price now, which means you can make a wonderful collection of really good stuff. And yes, Ruth is currently in the first position, Rana, so let us know. Okay, Happy Wrist now at 24 and Rana at 25. Ruth at 26 for choice. And then I'm going to set this down and show the other one again. I was just so impressed with this. People think that Occupied Japan, we're used to seeing these things that were sold at Woolworth for a dime that were just not good quality. And that's just not what all Occupied Japan was, because everything made in Japan from 1947 to 52 had to say Occupied Japan. And the reason for that, tangents too, $28 for choice. And now Ruth for 30. The reason that it had to say Occupied Japan is that they were really worried after the war that Americans would not buy Japanese-made items or German-made items. And they needed to rebuild those countries. So the German-made had to say U.S. zone Germany or British zone or French zone, depending who occupied what. And the Japanese had to say occupied Japan. American collectors think it's very interesting. The Japanese do not like it at all for reasons you can imagine. We've got $35 for choice now. And then RS Prussia, another interesting country situation. Germany was not really organized as a country. It was still a bunch of little fiefdoms until around the late 1800s. And so Prussia was the part that Prussia was the part of Germany where this piece was made, and that's why it has the Prussian mark. Eventually, they would say RS Germany. And currently we have, I want to make sure I have this right, Tangents 2 at $35 is the current high bid. Just to let you know, Rana, I know you're running a little behind, so we'll let you catch up here. Rana now at $40 for choice. $40 for choice is the current high bid. And it's nice to see people really enjoying these and respecting them. And it's nice to see people bidding on them, because I really do think that these are areas of the antique market that have been forgotten by a lot of people that really deserve to be noticed again.
Oh, look at the color.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
pretty and fancy. I just love it.
Yeah, I do too. It's sort of just like Fenton is pretty and fancy. I just see these going together, and I know a lot of people who collect the one who collect the other. So Rana is our current high bidder. Tangents 2, let us know if you're still in. You know, Ruth's out. Maggie Max, let us know if you're still in. If you folks are out, letting us know helps us move on faster so that we can show you more stuff this evening. So we appreciate that. Tangents 2 is out, and I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up then. So we are gone. I'm going to put in sold here. And Rana. Oh boy, well, we got the sold went in before the bids. So Rana, you get first choice at $40, and Maggie Max, you will be the backup if Rana doesn't, or is that right? I think that's right. I think that's who I've got for backup. So Rana, let us know. You did get these for 40 because I closed down the bidding before your bids came in. So lags affect us all the way around. So I'm going to just wait for you to let us know. You can say RS Prussia or Occupied Japan, and then we'll let the backup bidder have the option on the backup.
Rana wants the shell.
Rana wants the shell. Okay, Rana is got the shell for 40. And let me make sure I have the right backup here. I know Maggie Max put in the bid. So Maggie Max, let us know if you are interested in the RS Prussia piece. And we're going to go ahead and let Heidi sell something while we do that.
Okay. They're both gorgeous. I'm sure she'll take it. I think she was saying she liked them both anyway. Okay. We're going to start these at 15. We're going to start this at 15. Now, I have got, everybody said Moreno, so I'm going to put 3 pieces for choice. We'll start them at 15. This is the first one, and it is such a pretty little heart dish. Beautiful coloring. And I got this from the same collector in New York, and he was a Moreno collector. This is 6 inches on this first one, okay? The second one, oh, this is so cool. This is a beautiful bird. Robinette blue on the inside, amber on the outside. So that's your second choice. Now you're bidding on one. And then we have this bowl. The bowl is got a violet color on the outside and it's got crystal the rest of the way. Very pretty. So you're going to get choice of those 3 pieces. And they're all very pretty. I love Moreno glass. So $15 to start them, and we'll see where they go.
I'm so surprised to see that blue color on the inside of the swan.
Oh, me too. I thought that was so cool. Really
neat. And I like that scramble on that one. It's almost like the Tutti Frutti with that silver spangle and all.
Yeah, I love this one. I love this one. We have $15 to start it. And then this is just a chunky. This is a chunky piece. That, I don't know how that color's coming out to you, but it is a violet color. So we'll sell at least one. $15 is bid. I love how this is in the shape of a heart. And look at all the colors. Blue and greens and oranges and yellows.
Yeah.
We have $20 with Jody. I don't know as I measured the bird for you, but the bird is almost 11 inches across. And
we see a bunch of bids at 20, but Jody's in first position.
Okay. Just beautiful. And then the chunky one. We have 25 with Tina. We grabbed the first bid. Remember, we're on different platforms. So they're all coming in, and Georgia is collecting the first and the first bid from whatever platform comes in. Tammy's at 28. I don't even know which one I would pick myself.
Well, you picked them all.
I know. 28 with Tammy. Jody's at 30. No, yes. Jody was our first 30. Unless George saw something different.
Nope, that's right.
Okay. 32 with Tammy Worth. Hi, Sue. Gang's all here. It's nice to see everybody tonight. 32 with Tammy. So George and I are planning to do another sale over on my channel Monday night, right, George?
Yes, that's right. I'm glad you reminded me. Yes, we're going to go what time?
Was that 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock, that's right.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Because I almost forgot.
Yeah, there's so much going on right now. Ooh, Susan Lee at 50 for choice.
There's so much going on right now. It's hard to remember what day it is. 50 with Susan Lee. 52 with Tammy. 52 with Tammy. Let us know if you're out, Susan. Anybody else? Fair warning. Susan, let us know. You'll get your choice of the heart, the bird, or the bowl. Tammy's at 52, fair warning. 53 with Susan Lee, 55 with Rana. Susan Lee's at 60. I think the color in this one is so vivid and bright. 65 with Rana. Out to Susan Lee. Well, Susan, I don't think Susan Lee has said she's out yet, but she's going to have to go higher than 65. 66 is bid. I'd love to see this one made. Wouldn't that be interesting to see how that is made?
Oh, yeah. All the pulls and the tools they have to use to crimp the tail so it looks even. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Susan Lee is out, so I think we are sold to Rana Johansson.
Okay, Rana, let us know. And Susan Lee, you'll be the backup, and then it'll be up for grabs. And Rana, let us know. You're going to have number 205, whichever one you decide. It's nice to see you, Rana. So we'll see what she takes, and backup bidder, you'll be second. So yeah, we're planning a sale with George Monday night at 9 o'clock. It's a little bit later for our Rosie group. We were used to a little bit earlier, but it's going to work out best for us this time to go at 9. So mark that on your calendar. We haven't really set it up yet, but it'll be up in a few days.
Yes.
Rana, what is your pick? Door 1, door 2, or door 3?
We'll give Rhonda just a minute. There we go. She wants the Tutti Frutti.
The Tutti Frutti. Okay. The Tutti Frutti goes to Rana and Susan Lee. Thank you, Rana.
Oh, spelling doesn't count. We know what you mean. That's all that matters.
And how much was that, George?
That was 70. And
Okay.
Susan Lee, let us know if you want either of the other pieces as the backup. The void or the bowl?
We got you, Rana. We got you. We know what you mean.
Yep.
Tutti Frutti. Oh, Rudy. We know that.
Yes, exactly.
A bop, bop, blue bop, a bop, bam, boo. No,
yes. Yeah, Heidi is actually a really good singer if you can catch her when she thinks no one is paying attention.
Okay, Susan Lee takes the bird. We have this one left. I think the other ones were the most desirable ones. So if somebody wants this one for 55, you can take it. And I will go ahead and write that down. And if you do, we'll just see you in comments.
Okay, very good. Yes, so the bowl's still available. If you are interested, go ahead and let us know in the chat. And thank you, Peter. Yes, it's very helpful. And yes, I'm sure your fingers are cramping. Yeah, there's a little work to running a sale. But so far, so good. And thank you for the extra help. And thank you, everybody, for your patience tonight. I think since we're on a glass kick, let's go with cornucopia. And this is going to be a choice. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in here first. I should really be doing this between so that we don't have to wait. Okay, these are 2 glass cornucopia, and they are $15 each for choice. And the choices are these. We have the Fenton Silvercrest cornucopia. This is the 7-inch at the turn, and it is the one that is fitted for a candle. So this is actually a cornucopia and a candle holder. And the other one is this one, and this one is Murano. And this one has the applied blue flower and the applied vine of glass, the green vine around it. And when I look at the foot, it reminds me a lot of the work of Salviati, and it does have the gold fleck in it. I don't know for a fact that they made this piece, but if I had to guess, I would think that it might be them because it does seem to have a lot of detail, particularly in the petals of the leaf as well as the twist of the stem. Both of these are late 1960s vintage, and there is the choice. So cornucopias, yes, I know a lot of people think of these as being a spring thing, but they're really beautiful any time of year. And I mean, think of it as a fall thing, but they're beautiful any time of year. And yes, I do think they're very nice pieces and good quality. We have Elena at $35 opening bid. So that is $35 for choice. Elena's like me when she bids. She's just like, if I'm serious about something, I'm just going to put in what I think I can do, and we go from there. So, yes, they are really pretty. The blue flower is awfully nice on this one. It just has a lot of work in it with the crimping on the petals. But you notice the difference between this and Fenton. Fenton's crimping is always very uniform. I think Fenton lasted so long because they really were good at making things really well. The quality is just there. So 2 different variations on the same thing. And hello there, Pete. Nice to see you here. Don, I suspect you're in the background there. 35 with Elena is the current bid. If anyone else is interested, let us know and jump in because we will otherwise we'll move along to other things because we do have other things to show you tonight. And like Heidi said, we will have a sale again on Monday. which is good because I have more stuff than I can pack in the car already for Tique Stock. So I will have to pick some things for our sale coming up. $40 now with Scott. Scott's going to be at Tique Stock. We'll get to meet him for the first time. I'm excited about that.
Good.
Yes, he lives in South Bend, Indiana area, and I am a Studebaker driver, and that's where they were made. So I have a special affection for South Bend. I went there first in the 1980s to a big meet, and they have a wonderful museum, and their old family home from the 1880s, because they were already huge carriage makers, so they were a wealthy family back in Victorian times, is a restaurant now, and it's fantastic. So I got to get back there. $40 for choice. Elena, let us know. Anyone else, let us know. And Scott, I guess I can deliver to Tique Stock for you because I know you're headed there. Elena now at 45. We, of course, are willing to ship, and Heidi is shipping from Michigan, and I'm shipping from Kentucky, so basically the center of the country. So even if you're out on one of the coasts, it should not be too bad for expense because we're right in the middle. Now, $50 for choice with Scott. Elena, let us know. And the, did I show the underside of this one? I'm not sure if I did. I always like the way that the feet were finished because they blew them. I believe they're mold blown, which means you actually blow the piece into a mold, and that's how it works. And so we've got 50 with Scott. Elena is out, so we're going to go ahead and sell. And Scott, if you'll let us know in the chat which one is for you. It is choice, and we're going to set those aside where they'll be safe. And give Scott just a minute to let us know. And while we do that, we'll bring Heidi back up, and she can start getting her stuff ready for the next round. Okay, Scott, the Murano. Okay, great. And Elena, if you're interested in the other piece, let us know.
Okay. I love the Victorian era glass. And since this is a short sale today, these are going to be choice. These are both Murano, or not Murano pieces, Victorian era pieces. This one is a beautiful basket with a thorn handle. It is twisted, which makes it a little more collectible. Very old. And there is the design. We'll start them out at 20. I'm going to measure the height of this for you. And, it's about 8 inches tall on the basket. Super tight crimping. Super tight crimping. And then the second choice is this beautiful JIP.
Ooh.
And this one has got some great enamels on it. It's coming up like all white on my screen, but I hope you guys can see the color. It's not all white enamels. There is green in there too. It's just absolutely beautiful. I love all the dots on the rim too. These are both from the same collector, and they are both very old. So you're going to get your choice of the beautiful JIP or the thorn-handled basket. I don't know, George, are these mostly Heroic? I think that is something like that.
Mostly, yeah. I think a few other companies made, but they were the most known.
Okay, so we're going to give you choice. Yes, Scott. He said George will bring it to you if he'll bring it here if you want.
I will.
Okay. Okay. Alina, are you bidding on this one? I don't know if you're bidding on this one.
Yes, I think she is because
okay.
She had a higher bid on the last one. So
okay. So here, look at all the dots on the rim. This is so pretty with the enamels. And there's white daisies and green on the leaves on this one. Pretty bloom, all painted. And this one is gorgeous. Look at the design here and the very tight, kind of like a pie crust crimp. I look forward to meeting you, Scott. Holy smokes, you're pretty close. 45 with Rana. Both over 100 years old. and beautiful. I love the twisted handle. 55 with Alina. And Rana let us know. The red is beautiful, and I'm really drawn to it because I don't think I've ever seen dots on this rim of a JIP like this. I think that's so pretty. It really sets it off, doesn't it? Really pretty. 55 with Alina. Rana, let us know if you're in or out. Last chance, final warning. 60 with Rana, now Alina. Oh, we just can't wait to see you, Scott. We can't wait to see you and everybody else that's coming. But remember, if you're watching from home, we are going to stream the events. And occasionally we'll have people that come on and sell things and we'll show things. And we try to make sure that we have the camera going quite a bit so you guys can see at home what's going on. 70 with Alina. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Oh, I know. I just unpacked this. This one's been in a box for a couple years. I'm like, oh, holy smokes, that's pretty. 75 with Rana. You're right. Because Lynn, if this would have stuck around just a little bit more, I would have put it higher on a shelf where I wouldn't. I kind of hoard things that way. If I look at them too long, I might just put them on a shelf and they might just sit there for a long time. But the basket's very pretty too. I like all the white in the basket. Ooh, look at $160 on the bottom of the basket. Ah, that's from Kokomo. The Opal something. Some kind of store down there in Kokomo. Who knows when? $80 with Alina. And Rana's out. Okay, Rana, you'll be the backup. And I think we will. Let's get it sold from George and we'll find out for sure. Okay. So is that right with Alina?
Yes, that's right. Elena for $80. And let us know in the chat and we will.
And I need to put up my email and I don't quite know how.
Oh, let me just take this off and we'll, I'll tell you what, I'll type it in. She will take both and it's.
Okay. Alina, can you email me so that I can send you your email or your invoice via your email?
Okay, I figured out how to get it back on.
Okay.
So it's on the screen now.
And Alina, it's just rosiesauctionhouse@gmail.com and it's down here. You might have to blow that up. But rosiesauctionhouse@gmail.com. Thank you. You're going to love them.
Very nice. Okay. Well, those were beautiful. And since I can't match them, I'm going to do something completely different. This is going to be choice. And I'll be bringing some of these to Tique Stock and Springfield because I bought a very, very large collection of Beatrix Potter and Royal Dalton Bunnykins, although mainly Beatrix Potter figurines. So I'm just going to call them bunnies. And we will start them at $15 each for choice. Here we go. And I'll show you what we have here. Okay. So this little piece is Royal Albert, and this is from Beatrix Potter's books. That was the inspiration. This one is I believe it's the March Hare. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Fierce Bad Rabbit. Yes, that's right, the Bad Rabbit. Yes, this one's the bad one. There's a whole book about him. Beatrix Potter was very interesting. She did 23 different books, children's books. She did all of the illustrations. They were all watercolors. And yes, hang on. Let me type this in the chat. I'm sorry it's so small. I don't know how to adjust that. We'll have to we'll have to figure that out for the next time. rosiesauctionhouse@gmail.com is the email. I will put that up for you. Okay. I'll leave that up for a minute. So anyhow, she did all the watercolors, and all of the animals were based on her watercolors. And in the 1940s, Beswick, after she passed away, got permission from the estate to start making figurines. And when Royal Albert bought them, they continued them. And they have been out of production for about 20 some years now. Oh, you just saw the English gardening show where they visited her garden. It was amazing, actually. She had a wonderful estate. And part of the reason the figurines started to be made was because the estate got money to provide that the lands could be kept in trust and not developed. So they are still a big park in England. And then the other choice, and it's 15 each for choice, is the Bunnykins clock. And I think this is so cute. This was done by Royal Dalton, which eventually took over Royal Albert, and so all of it was made by the same folks. And this one has the original box and has never been used. And it's got the various Bunnykins. They were done by Barbara Vernon in the 1930s for Royal Dalton and have been very collectible ever since. So there is our choice. And let me get that back up now. So $15 each for choice on these. And like I said, I have a very large collection, including some rather hard to find ones. But the Bad Rabbit was definitely very bad if you've ever read the story. Her stories definitely had a few morals for children, and I don't think there's anybody in the English-speaking world who is not familiar with Peter Rabbit and his exploits. So they're very cute. The Royal Albert / Beswick were all hand-painted, whereas the Royal Dalton were all transferware designs. I like the one with the traffic cop. We've got Deb's Finds, $15 bid. Sarah says that she grew up reading the books, and now Kay at 18 is our high bid. This will be for choice. The original box does come with the Bunnykins clock, so you'll have that too. And $22 now is bid. So 22 for choice here. You have several pieces, Miss Shelley. That's cool. Yes, and the clock, now I haven't seen the clock too much either. It was very popular in the 80s and 90s to take plates and turn them into clocks. It was something that hadn't really been done before. Shelley is in at 23 for choice. And now 25. There we go. Thank you, Peter. Really appreciate the extra help tracking the bids. Kay at 26. Yeah, we have some cute things tonight, some kind of different things it's nice to be bringing to you. Deb, I see you at 24, but you're a little behind. You may need to refresh. We are at $26 with Kay. Always look at the screen. That's where our high bid is, because we are getting feeds from several different sites. So that's the reason for that. So $26 for choice. You notice I put the hands at 10 and 2. That is an old trick from the clock business. They always wanted the clock to look like it had a smile. So you always put the numbers at 10 and 2 in a clock shop. I don't know where that originated, but they always say never put them facing down. The one thing that's not so important in real life. The thing that is actually important is that you always wind them in the direction clockwise, never counterclockwise, so you don't spring the works. Maggie says she was more of the Velveteen Rabbit genre. Ms. Shelley is out. I think we have a sale here for Kay. We are going, gone. And the branding is at noon. Yes, that's right. And we are sold. So Kay, you have choice at $26 each. Let us know between the clock or the Bad Bunny figure, a different Bad Bunny, not the one we know nowadays. And if you would like both, they're both yours. And if not, we will let the backup bidder have the backup choice. And hello from Naples. It's great to have you here. We have people from as far as Ireland and as close as just about an hour down the road from me tonight. So this is a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining us. We've got a few more items to sell. And I'm going to set this aside. And Kay would like the clock. Okay, so let me find out who our backup was. I believe our backup, I don't know who this is, but the backup bid was this person who is on one of Heidi's sites. And so please let us know in the chat if you are interested in the Bad Bunny. And if you are, let us know your name. And if not, then we will, okay, you wanted the clock. And then someone from South Bend, Washington. I did a big appraisal out there once. Nice to see you. Deb's Finds, you are the backup bidder then. If you are interested in the bunny figuring, let us know in the chat, and we'll let Heidi come up and see what she's got.
I don't know what I have.
I've got one more round after this, so I'll let you pick something and then we'll go again.
I grabbed this.
Ooh.
I have no idea what it's a planter. I guess it's a planter. And the horses have red eyes. Kind of a mid-century piece. I don't see any marking on the bottom, but it's quite large. Let me go ahead and measure. We'll start it at 10. It is 11 inches tall. I'm running out of room here. And we'll start it at 10. I just thought it was a cool piece, and I don't know which way is which. I guess you can display it any way you'd like to. It kind of looks like...
What's your opening bid?
$10.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a TV lamp too, because I unpacked it with a TV lamp, but there's no place for a cord or anything. So I think you would just put like a plant or something in there. It's a planter, but it would be really cool, wouldn't it? And there's the horses. We have $40. Oh, this is really wild. There are I didn't see there's actually 3 places. I thought there was just 2 in the back, but there's 1 here too. So there's 3 places.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
it does look like one of those vases that they also would have made a TV lamp from.
Yeah, it's just very different. This came from a hoarder's house. She loved horses. And they both have red eyes. Like, I don't know if they're fighting. They kind of look like they're not getting along. I don't know. But it was very cool. I thought it was very neat. We have $40. Anyone else? It's a nice piece. And I would say it's probably 50s, maybe a little bit, maybe 60s. But she was into the horse.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anybody else interested in this one? Good condition, no issues. Last chance. Shelly's in the house. Who else is in the house tonight? Maggie Max. Wow. We have $40. Last chance. All in, all done. Okay. I think we can sell it.
Okay. We've got a sale, and that's for Tina Washington at $40.
Okay. Tina, Rosie's Auction House, please. Just send me a screenshot or tell me who you are, and I'll use that email to invoice you. Thank you for the horse.
Yes, and we'll put the emails up at the end here. Well, this is my last lot of the evening, and then we'll come back to Heidi, and if she's got one more, we'll let her sell it. But my last one is this little kitty cat here, because like I said, we're doing pottery and glass at Tique Stock and other things too. And this one is Mary Hadley, and there is the signature inside. And Mary Hadley essentially went out of business last year and then was revived by a Louisville, Kentucky family that just did not want to see it go. So they've reopened, but they're only making a small amount of what they made before. And because of that, we don't really know if the cat will ever be produced again. It's about a 5.5 inch tall, and yes, it's wearing a bow and pearls and all this stuff, but it definitely has that cuteness. Mary Hadley, definitely known. She started at Louisville Stoneware, and did all of those really fun country designs, all hand painted. And then her husband, for her birthday, bought her a factory down the street, and she started a rival pottery company, and they are both still in business. Although, like I say, Mary Hadley had left us and then reappeared. So I don't know if this is still in the line, and you say you wonder if it'll be the same, and I don't think it will, because what I've seen so far, they've only put about 20 or 30% of the stuff back into production, and the decoration is a little different. I have a lot of interest here, but Jody is our first bid at $20. And yeah, Elena, she was out of business, but she's come back. So we will have more Mary Hadley pottery, but we just don't know what at this point, because they've only been back in business for, I think, about a year now. $25 with Ronna Johansson. And it's hollow inside. It's got the M.A. Hadley signature. They still sign the pieces with her name, even though she has passed on and left us, because she was originally working back in the 1930s. But it's in great shape, good condition. A lot of interest in this here in Kentucky because it's made here. But actually, there are collectors for this all over the country. Surprisingly enough, the Northwest, the Washington area around Seattle, there are a lot of collectors up there. I actually see Mary Hadley in estates there a surprising amount, considering that it really was mostly distributed close to the factory, and you can still go and tour the factory as well. 35 now with Jody. Speaking of people in the Northwest. So, yes, I just think, you can't go wrong with cats. Everybody loves cats, it seems. Except Zeno, he's terribly allergic to them, which is really funny because there's a lot of cats in our town, and every time a bunch of strays come and we're out in the yard, they immediately make a beeline to him, never me. I'm the cat lover, and they never come to me. They always go right to him. It's hilarious. Very popular in Kansas City. That's interesting to know. And Ronna now at $40 is our high bidder. So $40 bid. And yes, it's a cute piece. It is stoneware, as you can see on the bottom here. And basically they, like any pottery, they pour it into a mold, and then they actually have to pour the excess out. And that's where you get the middle stuff. Okay, Elena is out. Debs is out. Jody let us know. Jody is at 44. So Ronna let us know. Yeah, my mother was a big cat collector, and I did not know Mary Hadley made any of these, so I never contributed one to her collection. But my mom was more of a modernist, and she liked the Viking cats and the blown glass cats the best, I think. She had a lot of Murano, too, with a few of which I have kept because I love them as well. Plus, it's the only cat I can have in the house. 44 with Jody. Ronna let us know.
A lot of interest.
45. Yeah, they're really not seen very often. You usually see plates and dinnerware in Mary Hadley. So, and no, I've never seen this one either, Elena. And by the way, at the end of the auction here, please do send an email if you're one of the high bidders, because a few of you folks are people that we have not sold to before, and we want to make sure we get you invoice for this. If you're coming to Tique Stock or Springfield, Ohio, in my case, let me know and I can deliver for you. And if you are in another place or not able to come to the shows, let us know, because we'll need to figure out shipping and give you an invoice. 48 with Jody. And Ronna let us know. You know, I need to get one of those turntables like Heidi has, although I guess I could hold it like this and then you could see the whole thing, but I can only turn that far, so as good as it gets. But it has spots here too. 48 with Jody. Just waiting to find out from Ronna, and then Ronna at 50. Jody let us know. I'm going to go ahead and set it down so that I have hands free.
I wish I could help you. I still haven't figured out how to comment.
Oh, well, that's okay. This is good. I'm learning how to do this, which is great because you've always had to carry all of this when we've done shows before. So it's good for me to figure this out. So far, the new tech has worked fairly well. 52 for Jody now.
Tina, can you see my email and chat? My husband is printing it there for you. Rosie's Auction House at gmail.com.
Yeah, and I'll try to put it up on the screen at the end too, so that we can see it in larger print. And Heidi, if you notice the message from Sarah, I can take the Stife to her.
Okay.
Well, my smile has been made more pleasant by the fact that I got my teeth fixed because I had a chip on the front tooth. So yes, much better. There's a few you'll be able to see because there's a few videos I shot. Well, there was a little piece missing, and everyone said, "Oh, it's not that noticeable." And I said, "Well, you just said you noticed it." So 60 with Rana.
I'll just put that Stife over in your motorhome, George.
Okay, that sounds great. And I'm going to make a note, deliver with Stife, so that I don't forget that it's there or think it's my mascot or something. Okay, Jody is out. So Rana Johansson, it is yours. It is sold. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we're going to have Heidi up. Heidi, do you have another lot you'd like to do?
Sure.
Okay.
This is the last lot, and there's 3 items for choice. We'll start them at 10. Okay, great. Now I have a couple of. I got a misfit. This is not a misfit. This is she's in excellent condition. She's a little spaghetti donkey, a little kitschy spaghetti donkey. And she's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the spaghetti poo.
Oh yeah.
Now he's holding a purse, and he's got a little place in his paw there where maybe he had an umbrella. I don't know what he had, but you can be creative and fix him there. He's got no issues otherwise, but he was holding something. And then I have this Joseph Original music box.
Ooh.
And she works, but there was something here. I think there was something there.
Yep, candles.
So she works, but you're going to have to be creative and maybe make a little flower pot or something. I don't know. But she's cute. And we're just going to sell choice of these 3 items. So they'll be $10. And this is the little donkey. I think this is cute. You don't see the little donkeys that often. That's adorable. Perfect shape. This one's perfect shape. Just like I said, missing something right there. The firefighter took her candles. Yeah. But she's cute. I mean, the Joseph Originals are so cute with the music box.
Oh yeah, and if she was perfect, that's a $65 item. So.
Yep. So $15 with Sarah. So cute. Little donkey. He's got little roses in her hair. The little pink roses in her hair. Or the poo. 18 with Tina. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Good. It seems to be working fine. 20 with Sarah. Here's the original Joseph sticker. I saw it somewhere. Yep. I saw it somewhere. Yep, right here. All right, Scott. Night, night. We'll see you in a little over a week. All right, 22 with Tina, 25 with Susan Lee. You will get choice of the 3. The 2 little spaghetti items or the Joseph with the damage on the top. I didn't even notice it. 25 with Susan Lee. Tina, we already have 25 with Susan, so bidders, let us know. 27. You guys it gets to be 10 o'clock and the sidewalks roll up and everybody leaves. It's time to go to bed. All right. Sarah's out. Tina's at 27. Now Ron is at 30. And Tina, let me know if you're in or out. Susan Lee's out. Just waiting for Tina. Unless she's already out and I don't see it.
Nope, I think she's considering.
30 is bid. Donkey. The poo. Okay. So it looks like we can go ahead and sell it.
Okay.
And Rana, let me know. And our backup bidder will be Tina. Thank you, Tammy. Rana, your pick. George, your voice is so very soothing. You should host a storytelling episode. You're teaching us about antiques and history. I'm right with you, Lori. Okay.
That's so nice. Thank you.
The poo. She's going to take the poo.
Okay.
So our backup bidder, let us know. Rana takes the poo. And that price was?
That was, sorry, $30.
Okay.
And there's the emails again for the high bidders to send. If you got it from Rosie, it goes to Rosie's Auction House at Gmail. If it came from me, it's the antiquenomad@gmail.com. Tina says she'll take the donkey.
Okay. And does anybody want the Joseph? 211 goes to Tina. That's the donkey. And that's 30. Let's see. So if you want the Joseph, we'll just drop it $5 to 25. So I have the Joseph for 25. And remember, I have this for 55.
Oh, Rana has the Mrs. Poodle. Very good.
Oh, good.
It's so great to get a set. I actually don't see them with the blue paint very often. That's a lot harder to find than the pink, actually.
That music box won't stop. Okay. Oh, this has been fun tonight, George.
It sure has. I'm so glad you were able to do this. I'm so glad everybody was able to join us, and thank you for sticking with us. I'm glad that you had fun. We did too. I'm glad some of you got some cool stuff, and a bunch more of you hopefully will when you come see us at Tique Stock. Don't forget, if you can't come, you can pre-bid on the catalog, and you might get some things every year. There's at least one or two things that end up going to absentee bidders who bid beforehand, actually sometimes more than that. So there's always a chance. And Susan Lee says she will take the Joseph.
Okay.
At 25. And so, yes, this has been great fun. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much to the members of this channel for the extra support. And thank you to everybody who subscribed and was able to chat and bid with us. And to those of you who are lurking who weren't able to, well, by all means, please do subscribe. And that way you will be able to do this with us on Monday when we have our next sale, because it'll be coming from Rosie's, but we'll be simulcasting on both channels. So,
right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you in person next week, and a bunch of you too. So bye for now, everybody.
See ya.
Hmm.